Alright, y'all, I'm hearing some gunshots way off in the distance out there. And that sounds like probably shotguns. So I want to show you here how to look up the hunting dates. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to go on the FWC website and show you that and show you how to look up the hunting dates. Okay, so to check the hunting dates here in Florida, okay, so you want to go to myfwc.com. So I'll show you here, and I'll put it in too on the video. myfwc.com, and it'll come up Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission. So that's what you want to go to. And then right here, this has you'll see slides. So okay, so like right here, if you click on this one right here where it shows 2023 24 hunting, okay, right here you can click on that. Okay, and then you can, alright, first let's go down here. I want to do season dates and wildlife management areas. Okay, and then this screen will come up, and you can scroll down here to get brochures right here. Okay, so from this page here, we'll go up over here to the corner and hit search by specific area. Alright, and then search wildlife management area brochures. Okay, so once you click on that, it brings up all the wildlife management areas. So you can scroll up through them. So for whichever wildlife management area you're going to be in. And then you can search through these. Okay, so tell you what, let's start with Richland. I'm going to show you the, alright, so see they have Green Swamp West. So Green Swamp, that's the east unit, and then Green Swamp West unit. And they had citrus up there. I've been there. Alright, so I'm going to come on down to Richland. Okay, so right here, Richland. And there's a small section of Richland too called Richland Bird Unit. Okay, so we're just going to go to Richland. And then right here you click on View Detail. And that brings up the hunting stuff. So this is actually the brochure, and then they have the map too. But this right here, you scroll up, and each one of these management areas are different. Alright, so right here, seasons. This is what you want to go to, seasons. Okay, so their first season is archery season in Richland. And then they have a general gun. As they have some of these have changed over the years since I've been hunting. Alright, so they go to the first one here, archery season, click on it, and it gives you the dates. So October 14th to November 12th. Alright, so that's going to be archery season with the bow and arrow. And this is the Richland area. Okay, and then like you can go to general gun. So general gun, if you're in these areas during general gun season, you want to make sure you're wearing orange or a bright yellow or something. You don't actually have to wear orange if you're not hunting, but for your safety I would wear orange. Okay, so like here it's showing November 18th to 26th, and then November 27th to January 14th. Okay, so like right here where it's showing November 18th to 26th, and then it starts off again at November 27th. So what this is the first 2 weeks is by permit only. You had to apply for a permit, a quota permit, to hunt the first 2 weeks, and then after that first 2 weeks, actually it's 9 days. I've always used to it being 2 weeks, but the first 9 days is the actual hunting by quota permit only, and then that next day on the 27th, all the way into January, halfway through January, you can hunt as long as you have a hunting license as long as you have your hunting license and your management area permit. Alright, so like on down here you can go to raccoon season, small game season. Small game goes on through March 3rd. And they have wild hog with dogs. They have spring turkey. So you got the dates on the spring turkey. Okay, so this one was for Richland, and you want to look at you want to make sure you look at the individual management area that you're actually going to be in, because the dates are always different depending on which one. So let's go to citrus and view detail, and then it brings us up, and you can bring up the map and print out a map of the area, and the map will show you the roads that could be drove on. These will also tell you all the different rules and regulations, general rules, public access, because some areas you can drive through and drive in as long as it's open to hunting areas. You can drive through. Some places you can drive through public access year round, and then there's some areas that you can't drive in at all. It's only open to hunters, but you could still walk in or on bicycle, something like that. Alright, so here's the seasons on this is citrus. Alright, so most places have start with archery season, and then they go to a muzzle loading gun season, and then a general gun season, and then small game, and then spring turkey. So you have those different hunts going on there. And then you'll see some places have a wild hog hunt also. So you can go onto here and under the seasons and click on each one, and it gives you the dates for the hunting. Alright, so like let me go back here. Okay, so the other weekend I was out there. Over the weekend I was out there in one of my areas in Green Swamp, and I heard I was hearing some gunshots that morning, and then I heard a dog come through trailing. He was probably trailing a hog. Alright, so the Green Swamp, I'm going to go to Green Swamp East and go to view detail. And I hadn't actually looked up the hunting dates yet when I heard the shooting and the dogs, but I remembered they had a wild hog dog season first before the archery and the general gun started. Alright, so we go to the wild hog dog season. So this is Green Swamp East. Okay, so September 28th to October 1st. Okay, so that was when I was out there. And that's why I was hearing the gunshots out that way, in that direction. And then the dog come through not far from where I was. I could hear him pretty good. Hunting dog trailing one of the hogs. And then it'll give you the next date for the wild hog dog, because a lot of times these hunts like this could be during the week too. Like this would have started on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Alright, and then you can go to archery season, gives you the dates. You can go to general gun. Small game season. Spring turkey season. And by looking up these dates, if you're out there hiking or researching or whatever you're doing, fishing, it gives you the fishing rules. Like Green Swamp East, they have a certain date that you can drive through. You can actually drive around in there, just to fish, for fishing area. Yeah, see right here, fishing and frogging. Okay, so like right here, fishing and frogging. So they're open May 6th through June 18th. Saturdays and Sundays only. So you could actually drive in there and fish. So you have those days too. You'd be able to drive in there and research, or drive in there and hike, or whatever you want to do. But that's the only times you can drive in there, is during hunting seasons or during that fishing and frogging, because they have gates that they keep shut and locked. Otherwise, you have to park at the gates and walk in or ride bicycles. And again, you can go to the maps. Alright, so that just downloaded the map. So I can go over here to my downloads. And then it just downloaded the map for me. Alright, and then you can print out the map. And this map will show you, these maps like this will show you the roads that you can drive on. And it shows you, like this one shows you the Florida Nature Trail that goes through it. It shows you the camping areas. And it shows you some areas that are closed off, where you can't go in, it's private property. And then these maps are different than the hiking maps that you get. The hiking maps show trails, and those maps also a lot of times use the roads, showing the roads as trails for hiking. And like the Florida trail. And then there's other hiking trails too that they'll show too. But those maps usually show the roads and stuff as hiking trails as well. where the map like this actually shows you the roads you can drive on. Okay, so if I go back now, and then we can let's go to Green Swamp West. I'll show you this as well. So all these dates are different, a little different, depending on which management area you're in. So all these different management areas, the dates and the regulations and rules can be a little different from depending on each one. So like Green Swamp West, it's a little different than the regular Green Swamp. Alright, so we're going to go to the Green Swamp West unit. Click on View Detail. Okay, so then we'll come over to Seasons. Alright, so they have a wild hog still hunting season. Alright, see, like there's this October 7th to the 9th. A wild hog with dogs season, October 18th to 20th. Then they have archery season, general gun, small game, spring turkey. So you can go to those. You can go through each one. See, all these are different. Like these, the Green Swamp West is completely different than the Green Swamp East. Okay, so I'm going to show you another one here. So if we go to search wildlife management area brochures, so let's go to Ocala. Oops. Okay, so let's go to Ocala and view detail. Okay, the seasons. Okay, so their seasons, so they have the archery and then the muzzle loading and then general gun. And then Ocala also has a small section called Church Lake Unit. So they have a little bit different hunting dates there. See, and then it'll give you the hunt dates for that. Or if you go to general gun, you got a longer date than the regular Ocala. Alright, so like their archery season, it started in September and goes into October. So they have a muzzle-loading gun, general gun, and then the Church Lake Unit rules. Alright, so they have a fox, raccoon, possum, and bobcat season. So see, the other ones don't have that like that. The other ones are different. So each one of these wildlife management areas, if you're going to go into it, you want to look for each specific one and get the seasons. And then they have the small game season and spring turkey season. And again, you can go to map and get the map of the area. So you can pull up a map, so you can print it out and have your version. Alright, so let me show you one more thing here. So when you go to myfwc.com, okay, so the very first page that comes up will be this, and you'll have these here that slide over. Like here's the hunting seasons. Okay, but you can go right here to things to do and click on that, and then right here under hunting, come down to wildlife management area brochures, and then it brings you back to this page that I was on here, and go to get brochures. So that's a quick, easy way to get to that. Okay, and then if you go to season dates, okay, so I'm going to hunting zones and deer management units, map and brochures. This shows you how they break the state up into different zones for hunting, and the different hunting dates. So too, if you're hunting on private property, you would go by these different dates here. So you can see like here the green, a good portion of the green swamp area is in the green here, so it's zone B, and then part of it's in zone C, as well as like citrus, Ocala is in zone C. There's other areas down here that I've hunted to along the Kissimmee River and down in that area, and that's part of zone C. And then you got down in the Everglades areas, zone A, and up in North Florida, part of it's zone C and part of it's zone D. So you can click on over here, like I'll do B. Alright, so this will give you more information about this area here. Oh, this is a good portion of green swamp is in this here. Alright, so the main thing I wanted to show you here today was going to the hunting and to the wildlife management brochures, and then go to get brochures, go to search by specific area, and then you can click right here and you can scroll through the all the different wildlife management areas here in Florida. There's a lot of them. Alright, so that's how you find the hunting dates for where you're going to be at.